You are clear.
Nice, nice. So, before introducing myself, so how many are already into the cybersecurity? So it might be VAPT or SOC, L1, L2, or managerial level roles. So any, just raise your hands. So I'll, yep, nice, 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 nice. Yep. Oh, I can see fewer L1, L2 roles. Look, okay. So I have a question, right? So, so probably you are doing investigation, right? Yes or no? So you're doing investigations, and yes, yes, I can see so many yeses here. So how about rule creation? So as an L1, so probably you are into investigation. So as an L2, you are doing some rule creations, right? Right?
Yep. Yep.
Yep. So how you,
Yeah, Gautam, actually, what happened when the Sentinel came in market, there
yep.
is both detection engineering role and implementation role. That opportunity got crashed completely. When we are in QRadar, we got options, multiple options are there. But when
Yes.
the Sentinel was launched, it has a inbuilt rule by the Microsoft, and already it
Mm,
came in a bundle like EDR,
yes.
AI, everything. So the implementation opportunity it's completely got hampered. Sure, even though
Yes.
I'm a 9+ years experience, I'm working as a level 1 and level 2 in an organization.
Okay. Got it. Yep. So this is what happening in the industry, right? So there are different roles and responsibilities, like as an L1 analyst and as an L2 analyst. So previously we used to create roles also onboard like correlation rules, and we maintain the correlation engine as well. But Sentinel came into place, and even the SOAR came into place. So detection engineering role has been changed as a SOC engineer role. Okay. So we need to maintain a lot of things here, not only into the role creation. So we need to onboard the different things agents. So we need to implement or integrate the threat intel feeds, and we need to correlate with the IOCs. So there is a lot of things being changed from last couple of years. Okay. So mm, so before doing before going into this demo, so what we are going to learn in the future, so what about this entire course will look like. So before going to that, so let me share my screen. And I hope my screen is visible, right?
Yes, we can see.
Yes. Yes. So I'm your trainer, so I'm going to lead you on this SOC engineer curriculum. So I have 10 plus years of hands-on experience in both offensive and defense security. Okay, I'm specialized in SIEM operation, like implementation, threat detection strategies. Okay, so I have a few certifications like CHCISM, AZ500 and more. So I was pretty expertise in Microsoft Sentinel, Defender Suite, and threat hunting as well. Okay, coming to my passion, so I want to share my knowledge now in spite of the in very comical way, in very storytelling way. So that can be so even a normal kid can understand the cybersecurity. So that is my knowledge sharing way. So coming to this course, so what we are going to teach in this course is okay. So there are some freshers here, there are some experienced people here. So we need to consider everyone in mind, and we are going to start with very basics. So we'll cover the basic fundamentals like simple 1 or 2 classes with the networking concepts. Later we will dive into a basic Linux concepts which we use in day-to-day life in our SOC roles. So later we completely moved into the our SOC engineering role. Okay, so this is a 60 days course curriculum. Okay, so where we are going to learn like understanding and like implementation of SOC. SOC, so it means the implementation of SOC. So how we implement the SOC in the organization. So in the on-prem, in the cloud, in the hybrid environment. So we are going to discuss everything. We are going to not only discuss. So from the tomorrow onwards, like this class is not like a template based, means so I'm not going to present any PDFs, even though we have a PPTs, like it might be only 10%. So engineering role is completely a practical role, right? So how many are agree with that? So engineering role is not like a learn and write, right? It's a practical way. So when you are practice, then you identify some like weak points where you are going to fix them, right? If you're not going to practice anything, if you're not going to see different verticals, it is not going to be a SOC, not in another SOC, it might it not be like an engineering role. So who is an engineer, a generic way? So in common, who we call as an engineer? Anyone? Okay. So who's an engineer in generic? Okay, who is an architect and who is an engineer? For example, you are constructing a house. Okay, you are constructing a apartment. Okay, at first, with whom you will discuss?
Architect.
Architect first.
Is architect. What architect will do?
So he'll plan like everything, like, from end to end. Okay. So how it could be like that, from scratch to end.
Yes,
I mean, it's like a kind of plan. He will provide the plan. Then based on that, engineer will implement it. So that is yep.
yes. So whatever the terminology we use in generic, the same terminology will be we are going to use in the cybersecurity as well. So whatever the architect role in general, the same architect role will be implemented here as well. So who is in an architect? So architect is like who is going to give a deep understanding or a design, right? So engineer is a person who is going to implement that design. Right. In the same way, in the cybersecurity, in the SOC operations, the engineer is going to implement whatever the design given by the architect. Okay. But in our course curriculum, we are going to learn that design part as well. Okay. We are not learning only the engineering way, but we are also learning some architect kind of way as well. For example, you have 1,000 machines organization. So in that 1,000 machines, you have at least 200 servers. In that, there is a legacy machines. There are application servers. There are DMZ zones. There are data servers. So there is Active Directory servers like Entra ID. Okay, so there are different other, so in organization, we have different missions, right? So people, there are HRs, there are development team, there is a finance team who is take care of the finance and everything. So how you are going to implement security with that kind of verticals? Okay, so we need to design right. So for example, if you take a Splunk, so how many indexes we need to deploy, how many search heads we need to deploy, how many like log collectors we want. So we will how you design it, right? So So that is like, for example, in the Sentinel as well. So we'll design everything. So for example, for Linux, so what is the like agent we want, collection agent we want? For Windows, what is the collection agent we want? For example, we don't have a capability to install an agent there. So what is the other ways we need to ingest those logs into our Sentinel? So we'll all discuss all the things, and we will also practice all the things in a proper lab environment. Okay. So this is a 60 days curriculum. So week 1 and 2 like foundations. So before going to the foundations, we will also just recap all our like networking fundamentals and a bit of Linux fundamentals. So which will be helpful in our further learnings. Okay, so we'll start with very basics. The week 1 and week 2 will be the like SOC architecture, SIEM implementation and deploymentation and core infrastructure components. So we'll discuss all the things. In the week 2, we'll come up with the integrations. Like so we have an EDR, right? So like we have an XDR with like for example a Windows Defender. So we'll onboard the agents and how we create some rules like DLP, and how we, for example, a malware, for example, a ransomware was downloaded. So how we are going to quarantine, how we are going to make the automation process. Okay, how we are going to like see that. Okay, for example, if it is a fileless malware, how we are going to, how the system is going to identify that. Okay, we are going to create all those rules so that when the agent was deployed in a mission, so when a particular a process was executed, a malicious process was executed, it can be identified. Not only that, we are going to integrate the threat intel fields. Okay, so from the threat intel fields, we are going to collect the IOCs, and with the IOCs, we are correlating with the our SOC logs to identify the malicious events. Okay, so later that, so once we have the foundation, once we have the integration and the rules, everything was set, later we will do an automation. For example, when we have a brute force attack, consider you have a brute force attack. So what should we need to do later? Like, so how the system is going to identify that? So once the identification is done, so what the thing we need to do later? Okay, so we are going to do everything automate in the week 5 and 6. So in the week 7 and 8, so we're going to integrate, so we're going to practice all the capstone projects, like for example, how we are going to migrate from one cloud to other cloud. So you have an existing SOC operations in the on-prem. So how you need to migrate entire SOC into the cloud. So you have a different SOC placed in like AWS or Google Cloud. How should you need to migrate to the Sentinel or Sentinel to different other platforms? So this is completely an engineering role. So we are going to discuss each and everything. Okay. So we're not going to leave any particular concept here, right? So we're going to start with very basic fundamentals to the implementation. Okay, so to the migration. So we are going to discuss how should a rule should create. So for that, we are going to learn a KQL. So how many are aware of KQL or SPL? KQL, Custo Query Language, and SPL. Is right. Right. So you have somehow a few hands-on experience, you have zero experience. So that is
Gautam,
okay.
sorry to interrupt you.
Yes.
I'm Kiran here. So I just
Yep,
have a
Kiran.
one question. So during the tenure of our course, so do we get access to any lab just for the kind of assignments or assessments or projects that which you give to work on, or else is it
We are going,
something like yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes. Please complete your
Yeah,
question.
that was my question. Do we get access to any lab, or else so we can practice that in our machine, like in a real time by implementing agents, completing any mini projects kind of a thing in our own laptops?
Yes. So we are deploying our own like lab and we are going to like create an Azure account, and we are going to deploy each and every component, each and everything in our own system. So we have a 30 days like or a $200 free trial with Azure. So we are going to use those available credits. Sorry, okay. So what we are going to do for the labs is we are going to create our own accounts. So in Azure, AWS and Google Cloud, and we are going to see each and everything. So how to create a resource group, how to create a log analytics workspace, how to deploy a Sentinel, how to like integrate the things. So both in cloud and on-prem, so that you can practice whenever you require it. Not only that, so for the capstone projects or for any, for example, if I give any assignment, so I will provide you lab from my end. So I have an account, so I'm going to share that account with you guys. So that will be helpful for the assignments. Clear, Kiran?
Yes, Gautam, got it.
Yep, thank you. So we're collecting the threat intel feeds from different platforms, and we're going to integrate to our cloud, like Sentinel or any SIEM solution, so that we can identify the IOCs, and we will merge with our internal logs. So whatever the logs we are generating, so that we will identify the malicious activity. So not only, yes, someone.
No, okay, no, Gautam, it's covered. I was supposed to ask about taxi integration. Yes, it was been there. Sorry.
Yep. Yes. So yes, we are going to use 6 and taxi. 6 is like a rule. Okay, taxi is like so how we are going to deliver that. Okay, for example, 6 is always talks about the content. For example, you have a PDF. Okay, you created a PDF. Okay, consider you create a PDF. So tax 6 is like that PDF, whatever the content in that PDF, and so whatever the subject. For example, this is a PDF, right? So this is the PDF which all have the content. For example, taxis all talks about that content and PDF. Sorry, the sticks talks about that. So taxi is like how we are going to deliver this PDF. For example, once I was complete this class, I'm going to share directly in the Teams or in the WhatsApp group. So taxis always talks about how we are going to deliver that content, deliver that report. Okay, so don't worry about that. So we're going to deep dive everything in our classes. So what is stakes and how it look like, what is taxi and how it look like, so and how we are going to integrate to our like a Sentinel or any SIEM solution, and how we are going to take leverage of this like threat intel feeds. Probably these are the threat indicators, threat information. Okay. So later we are going to automate those things. So once you have the collection of threat data, threat information, so with that information, how we are going to automate that? So how we, for example, if you generate a malicious alerts, once you have any like a brute force attack. So once you identify a geolocation from the IP, so whether it was any APT like a campaign, APT is nothing but the advanced persistent threats. So we have an APTs like Cozy Bear from the Russia, so APT 32, APT. So those kind of APTs will also track them. So as an engineer, so there is a lot of stuff to do. Okay, so not only deploying the SIM solutions, not only deploying the EDR solutions. Okay, so we need to not only maintaining, means not only checking the health of that. So we need to integrate this and we need to automate the things, right? So that all covered in this course. So this is a simple thing like how we are going to integrate the firewalls, IDS, IPS, and packet capturing systems to dissect the packets and identifying the all the like malicious or harmful patterns. Okay, so that all we're going to learn, and we're also looking into Palo Alto networks, 45 gate like networks, and how we are going to integrate this, and how we are going to integrate those traffic to our SIM solutions, and how should we need to like identify a malicious traffic. Means end of the day, what we are going to do is we are going to replicate entire organization infra. So we have IDS, IPS, we have firewalls, right? We have servers, right? We have endpoint missions and end devices, right? Like Windows operating system, Linux, and everything, right? So end of the day, so we are going to replicate entire infra in our homegrown lab, or we are utilizing virtual machines, we are utilizing virtual boxes, and we are not only that, we are utilizing the cloud infra, like whatever the infra we are going to like log in with the Azure, AWS, and Google. So we are utilizing them. We are spin upping a lot of virtual boxes there, and we are going to correlate. We are going to install all the SIEM agents. It might be a Splunk, it might be a QRadar, it might be a like a Sentinel, and we are going to do entire stuff here.
Gautam, is it like a
Yes,
global
yes.
administrator? What works like Azure administrator works? Like it also include in that, right?
So actually, we not going to discuss like a admin part. So even though we do that, because we are handling our own like Azure accounts, we are handling our own things, right? So we will also touch base all those things, like how we are going to create a rollback like policies, how we are going to implement a policy. So that all will be covered, but we mainly focus on the engineering, SOC engineering. So even though we cover those, like how we like create a like inbound and outbound policies for the VMs, and how we are going to create a different users in the Azure or different other cloud platforms. That is a simple part, because we require that in our practices, right? So we will touch base that as well, but we
So
will not
Gautam,
completely
this is
focus on
goes
that.
about a combination of AZ 500 and SC 100, right?
Yes, probably yes, AZ 500 and SC 100. So the combination of those two.
Because AZ 500 shows us about how the privileges works, and SC
Yes,
100 works about how the reback works and all.
yes,
Okay.
yes. It's a combination of both two. So apart
Okay.
from those combination, so we will also discuss about the architect level as well, cybersecurity architect level as well. Okay, for example, you have a HIPAA organization. So how your entire architect look like? So how should your security posture look like? So how should you need to implement regarding HIPAA, or if it is a PCI DSS, like payment financial industry? So how should your security posture, how should your this look like? So based upon that, so we're going to like design the engineering roles, right? So we are going to cover SC 100 and AZ 500. Apart from that, we're also discussing about the security architect, or like architect role as well. So this is the combination of architect role as well as the engineering role, because when you are implementing the things, that is an engineering role. So when you want to discussing about what to implement, that is a architect role. Am I clear?
Yeah, Gautam, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. So this is what I'm was mentioning previously. Okay, so for example, you have a machine, so that which is not, we're not able to integrate any agents directly to that. Okay, for example, AMA agent, Azure monitoring agent, okay, or Splunk universal forwarder. So what are the other ways we can forward the logs from that particular server to our like agent? Okay, so that is what we are going to discuss as well. So cloud security integration, like how whatever the on like native applications we have, for example, for auditing, or so if you take in Azure, so Azure Sentinel, Azure Defender, Pureview. So we use all those things to make sure that whether maintain the cloud security. Okay, so cloud security integration is nothing but, so how should we maintain the security on the cloud? So with the help of different solutions. Okay, so AWS have the guard duty, cloud trial, API auditing, so security hub for findings and aggregation. So like that for Azure Sentinel, for Azure, so we have Sentinel, so we have Defender. So likewise, we use the native applications, native platforms to maintain the security posture for the cloud. Okay. So that is what we are going to cover. So this is the elaboration of what is the AWS Cloud Trial and Guard integration. So anyhow, we are going to learn each and everything in the upcoming classes. Okay. So coming to the SOAR also. So what is a SOAR? Like in generic, previously you have a SIEM. So when you automate that, so that became a SOAR. Okay. It's like implementing the automation, like orchestrating. So what is a common automation? Like what is a orchestration in the sense? For example, you have a basic alert. For example, you identify a brute force attack. Okay, so there are two brute force attacks. One is a common brute force attack. So the other one is after the brute force attack, there is a successful login. Okay, so you have a combination of 4625s. So later that we have a 4624. Consider this is a scenario. So don't worry about that. So what are freshers? So these are all the event IDs. So we are going to look into that because as an engineer, so we commonly look all the events, and based upon the events, we create a rule. Okay. So for example, so in that scenario, if it was a not a successful brute force attack, so that will be dropped, and whatever the IPs it identified, it is going to create a ticket, and it is going to escalate to the networking team.
I will talk to the manager and I will suggest him that they are saying this thing. If anything is gonna happen at our end, we will definitely do it.
Sorry, someone is okay. Please mute yourself. So whenever you have it down, please unmute and just ask. Okay. Thank you. So if it is a brute force attack, so if it is with the successful login, so it is going to escalate to the stakeholders. So it will automatically generate a report also after the investigation. Okay, so this is what happened. These are the IOCs I identified. So there are a lot of ways where we can automate, whether we need to generate like a ticket, or it need to generate an email for the stakeholders. Okay, so likewise we are going to
Excuse me, sir.
automate. Yes.
Sir, is this course useful to SOC analyst role or SOC analyst positions?
No, actually. So this is we're not completely discussing about the SOC L1 or L2. This is completely for the like engineering roles. Okay. So even
Okay,
though we are covering that part, but it is not completely for SOC L1 or L2. It's like analyst role. Okay. This is beyond
okay,
that. So a little bit
okay,
beyond
sir.
that.
Okay, sir.
So
Yeah. Thank you.
basically, the people who are working as an L2, like who wanted to upgrade, switch their career to the admin engineering position. So that for that people, this course is helpful, right?
Yes.
Mm.
And who are into the freshers, they need to a little work on SOC L1 and L2, because even though we are creating the rules, okay, we are looking into that as well. But this course is not focused on analyst side. So even though we are covering, but we are not completely discussing about, okay, how should we need to investigate this? How should we need to investigate that? Okay, even though we are creating the rule, for example, in couple of minutes, we are going to show that the demo so that it will be very understandable. So what is the difference between a SOC engineer and a SOC analyst?
Okay. One more doubt. In SORA, how many what all are tools
Yes.
you are teaching?
So coming to, yes, so we are covering SIEM solution like Sentinel and Splunk, and EDR, Microsoft Defender, and the other tools like CrowdTrial, Guard and everything. Okay.
Okay.
For
Gautam,
vulnerability,
in
yes,
SOAR, do we covering XOR also how to do integration?
yes, we are going to cover all those things as well.
Because maximum MTT and MTTR nowadays we are using XOR and service
But-
now.
Yes.
But nowadays, most of the companies are using AI. So that's I am asking about AI, SORA integration in AI way.
Yes, we are doing that actually. We're going to cover as well.
Okay, Gautam.
So once we are done, once we are done with the basic integrations, so how a traditional thing look like, so then we will automate those things, and we'll integrate all the
servers. But just wanted to see too if you guys had any questions or anything. I know.
Okay, so we are going to cover that as well. Okay, we are going to integrate different solutions to make it automate. So we are going to use an N8 for orchestrate everything as well. Okay.
And Gautam, I have a
Yes.
question here.
Yes.
Like, could you please let us know like what kind of use cases will be created? Like, could you please like list down the use cases? Like, because I have enrolled one training last 6 months back where the institution they were you know creating some basic, very basic use cases like based on brute force. Okay,
Yeah.
like successful logins and the very
Yes.
basics. And nowadays, like if we say this basic use case and all right, the interviewers is definitely okay. This is a very noob guy, no
Yes.
helpful. So
Yep.
apart from like we request or like I request that like some advanced or where we can crack the interviews or where we can implement this in our company as well. So like hope you got my point,
Yes,
Gautam.
yes, Chetan, yes, Chetan. I completely agree with you because, so as a starting point, because who are not aware of basic rule creation, we'll start with that. But I already discussed, right, the file-based malware, like ransomware, whenever the ransomware was deployed. So how we are going to create the rules? So we are going to in our session, at least we are going to work on 30 to 40 use cases, not the basic ones. Okay, even though we cover the basic ones, but we are going to deal up with the the ongoing one. So because as I was I was working, right, so I daily see the few latest things. So based upon the APTs, we need to change our methodology and rules, right? So we need to work on the fileless malwares. So what is the process executions and everything. So we will also look into each and every new use cases as well. So apart from that, okay, the main goal of this particular course is so I will deliver the mindset. Okay, so how a engineer mindset look like. Okay, this is not, so after this course, so you will feel that, okay, if it is a new one, you can capable to create a new rule. Okay, this is not a course so whatever I teach, so you should practice that. Okay, that will be implementing in your uh, role in your day-to-day life. So I'm going to deliver you the mindset so that, so beyond, if you have any question beyond that, you should be able to identify that, you should be able to troubleshoot it. Okay, so I'm going to tell each and every possible way. So what is your day-to-day life should be as a SOC engineer. So what are the things you need to follow? Okay, whatever the news channels you need to follow, and what are the practices you need to follow each day. So I will also give you and guide you each and every step. So as a SOC engineer, what are your day-to-day life activities should be. So based upon that, so once you practice that, so eventually you're going to uh, get that, I don't tell an experience. Okay, so the mindset. Okay, so that after that few years, so you can also be like a architect position. Okay, so not only the engineering positions you can also do an architect level of positions as well. Okay, you can also crack that. So even though, because we are all not only covering the engineering position here, so we are also touch base with the architect position, so that will be helpful in your interview cracking. So when you are discussing about the engineering role, so when you are tie up with the architect, so that will be very useful. So not only we are discussing about a generic SOC implementation here, so we are also discussing about what if case it is a HIPAA. So what in case if it is a company which is take care of finance, what is if a company take caring of healthcare, what if a company take caring of data, okay, GDPR. So based upon that, the engineering rules will be changed. Okay, so our correlation rules also change, right? So we are going to touch base all the things so that you will get a ample enough of knowledge, so that you can put in your practice, right? So once you are done with the
So
simple
this will be the
things, so
admin
later
level,
we are
right?
going to
Not
create.
hello. Sir, so this will be the admin level, right?
Not an admin level.
So because
Not an
if
admin
integration
level.
everything is coming, because if a SOC L1, L2, L3 is different and admin is different, no? So as per your syllabus is showing like admin level, the PDF which they shared in the group.
Okay. So it's not an admin level. So admin is a different role and engineer is different role in the SOC. So admin who is take care of so it depends upon the company to company. Okay. So in some organization, so admin also take care of this log ingestion, so creation of users and everything. For few organization, the detection engineer will be different, who is going to take care of this particular like rule creations and implementation of agents and everything. Okay, few organizations it will be different.
So
Like
so just for example, sir, sorry, in our company the analyst is different and this admin team is different. Those who are integrating devices and all different. So
yes,
we can just after this course, I can just apply for the integration section, right? Architecture section only, right?
yes,
Not for the L3
yes,
level, right? That's what
not
I'm
for the L3
confused.
level. Yes, yes,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yes, yes,
Because it's totally different. L3 and this is totally different integration.
yes, yes.
Okay.
So
So
integration is
you
completely
okay.
different. Yep.
Okay. So which tool you will teaching to integrate the devices?
So we're currently this course is completely for Sentinel first, preferably. So later we have Splunk. So we are going to use both SIEM solutions. So the thing is, this is not a like a tool dependent. You don't require any tool to do this. Okay. So if you understand the methodology and the process, you can implement in any tool. So it might be ArcSight, it might be like logarithms. Okay, so it's not a tool dependent. Even though we are utilizing a tool, but it's completely a tool dependent. Like it's not a tool dependent. So I'm going to tell you. Yes.
Sorry to interrupt. Like be a monopoly of a tool like a Sentinel or a Splunk. We want to know the concept, how the push works, how the pull works, how the API works, how the integration a SIM.
Yes.
That will be more helpful because end of the day, when you're going for the high level architect, right, they need a guy. Whatever the tool they will give, they have to integrate it. They have
Yes.
to catch the log. That is end of the day the motto of it.
Yes. Yes.
A simple thing when we go for QRadar, where there is EC and EP, event collector, event processor. If you
Event.
come
Yes.
to ArcSight, there is called as connector, smart connectors.
Yes.
If you go to Splunk, the receiver.
Yes.
McAfee also receiver and ELM. That we know, yeah, like names is different, but concepts are same. So we want
Concept
to
is same. Yes. Yes.
just we want to integrate it in a real time world. That's the one thing we need.
Yes.
Gautam.
Yes. So basically, we mainly focus on the Sentinel. So whatever the things we are going to discuss, we will see in the Sentinel. So apart from the Sentinel, we will do other like SIEMs as well. Okay, so that it will not be like a monopoly, right? It's not a monopoly. So even though we are mainly focusing on the Sentinel and Splunk, so if you understand the process, okay, so you can deploy the same strategy into any other architecture as well. So it might be QRadar, it might be ArcSight, it might be logarithms. Okay, so the ideology and the methodology will be the same. So we have a forwarders, so we have a correlation rule, so we have a parsers. So the name will be different, but the process will remain same, right? Cybersecurity is all about that. So the process will remain same. The tools and the the naming convention will be different, but the methodology will be remain same. So we're going to discuss the methodology and the process. So and with the one tool, we are going to learn everything. Not only one tool. Okay, we are working the same thing in the multiple tools. For example, a Sentinel and the Splunk in our scenario. Yes, right. So once you are done with the integrations, so when we are done with, okay, we are able to get the logs. So later what we will do, we'll perform the automation like a XOR. So we're using a Palo Alto Cortex. So we are going to see the Splunk Phantom. Okay, these kind of tools we are going to see how the orchestration will look like. So how we can integrate the AI to make it more smart. Okay, whatever the rules we need to create. So we're going to discuss all the things. Okay, so after that, what we're going to do, we're going to create a playbooks. Okay, so we're going to create a playbooks and workbooks. So we'll integrate with this platform so that it automatically perform the tasks. So we're going to create the critical playbooks as well for the common phishing and malware containment. Apart from that, we're going to see, I already tell that we're going to see at least 40 use cases. So whatever the things we commonly see in the organization, okay, we will work on the current ongoing happening things as well, right? So later that we're not, so this is course is not for the SIEM. As I told that this is like a SOC. So in security operations, we have different processes like SIEM, EDR, vulnerability management, right? As a SOC engineer, we need to see all the things, right? So for the vulnerability management, so we are going to use Qualys and Nessus here. And you can also, we will see all the, so how should we need to integrate the vulnerability management solution? How should we need to deploy that? So how should we collect the logs? Vulnerabilities from agent base or non-agent base, like authenticated and non-authenticated scans and everything. How to schedule those things. So we're going to cover that as well. Okay. So this is like a incident response. So once we are done with that, so how should we need to deploy a incident response strategies? Okay, so whenever you identify an incident, how we are going to use your existing system to make it work. Like whenever you identify an incident, for example, ransomware hit with your organization. Okay, so how should you automate those things to act? So we are going to discuss that as well. So we are going to cover the incident response as well. Okay, so and we are going to cover the compliance and reporting as well. Okay, so this course is completely for SOC operations like SOC, so Security Operations Center. So we have a SIEM, so we have a vulnerability management, we have any like incident response. So we are going to automate the things. We are going to make the organization safe by end of the day with our engineering knowledge. So whatever the things we discussing here is not a generic things. Okay, so I'm not going to teach like a generic way. So I'm going to teach in a storytelling way so that each and every one can understand the core element of that particular concept. Okay, so we are going to take leverage of MITRE ATT&CK integration. We are going to like a deep dive into what is MITRE ATT&CK, how can we integrate to our solution. So what, with the help of this, how can we identify the IOCs? So how can we triage the things? Okay, we are going to cover each and everything here. Okay, so after the completion of everything, okay, then we will continue with the migration phase. Okay, cloud native SIM to on-prem. Sorry, for example, if you have an on-prem SIM or on-prem SOC environment, so how should we need to migrate to SOC environment, like a cloud SOC? So if it was a hybrid, okay, so how should we use to one cloud environment to other cloud environment, from Azure Sentinel to different other platforms? Okay, for example, you have a already predefined SOC environment or a SIM in the Splunk, so you're utilizing Splunk. So how should we need to migrate to Sentinel? So we are going to end of the things, we are going to learn the migration part as well. Okay, on-prem to cloud, cloud to on-prem, one cloud to other cloud. So bridging the two clouds. So we are going to learn each and every concept, whatever the required for the engineering role. Okay, so we are mainly focusing on the use cases as well. So different use cases and different environment, right? So what are the challenges we will face in the migration phase? So how should we need to perform a discovery and everything? We will also discuss and everything. Each and every concept will be a practical way, not a slideshow. Okay, so we're going to discuss each and every concept in a practical way, right? So before going into a simple demo, any questions, any doubts?
Hello.
No, Gautam, but one additional thing is needed, Gautam,
Yes.
because this is okay, Gautam. Yes, we are told for engineering course, but some cases we also should know if you go a high level architecture like a deliverable and everything.
Yes.
Do you give any kind of notes for this investigation part? How to do investigation in the client level, in
Yes.
server level, like AD level attacks has happened. How can we do? What are the things logs we have to take in a KQL level? What are the mitigation should be done? Like a complete nest format way that is will be more helpful with additional things. Not
Yes.
you can teach, you can give a notes also. Like these are the things you have to do if a server attack has happened or any privilege was given. These are the way we can able to do the investigation in a better way.
Yes, I will share each and every document which is required. Okay, not only that, so investigate part of you, I have a checklist. Okay, so I will also share the entire checklist as well, because so that it will be very helpful, right? So I will do that.
Thanks, Gautam. That will be a grateful for us because
Yes.
engineering, yes, we are enrolled for engineering part, but we should know how to do the investigation, how to do any ransomware attack happen on server, what are the stuff we have to do in ransomware happen to a host or a machine or a cloud or anything, whatever we have to do. Okay.
Yes.
That was my question. Thanks, Gautam, and thanks for that.
Yes, because if you don't know what is a brute force attack, for example, if you take this particular mission here, okay, if okay, I will show in my system here. So before it opens, okay, it's open.
Yeah, event viewer. Okay.
Yes, it's a event viewer in our mission. So where each and every system logs will be generated here for application level and security level. So eventually we are going to like grab these events and we'll parsing into our SIEM solution. So that is what how it
Yeah,
looks like,
Gautam,
how it
thanks
works.
for reminding this concept. Me, I have one more thing. But do you cover this how the MFA
Okay.
ADFS works? ADFS
Yes,
configuration. We'll cover that
yes,
point.
we will cover everything.
Solidarity
Yes,
federation,
yes.
that one. That only design how
Yes.
MFA works, like which is a unified. What do you call that? I forgot few things. Unified one. We have the interactive and non-interactive for university. Yep. Yeah.
Yes, we
Thanks
are
for
going
that.
to cover each and everything as well. Okay. So for example, we have a successful logins like 4624 here. For example, if I close this terminal, if I log this, okay. So what is a general brute force attack? Like the attacker is like giving the random passwords, right? For example, I'm giving the wrong password here. I'm giving the wrong password here. So I'm again giving the wrong password here. And now I'm giving the right password here. Okay, so now if you see here, if you see the recent IPs, so if I reach it, okay, I will click on here and I will again click on here. So if you see here, so there are some events was generated like 4625. Okay, so when I give the wrong passwords, if you see here, there are some 4625s were generated, right? So after that, the 4624 were generated, the successful login. Okay, so if we don't know this, we can't create an alert, right? So we can't create a correlation rule, right? So in our course, we are also discussing all these concepts as well. So how a brute force attack look like? So we will do the brute force attack. We'll see the logs. So with that logs, how we will create a rules. For example, if it was a malware attack, if it is a ransomware attack, so we'll deploy the ransomware, we will observe what is the output. So what the system, how the system will behave. So what are the rule logs will be generated. So based upon the logs, we will create a rule. So based upon that, we'll get an alert. Okay. So in this scenario, for example, if you see here, so I just deployed a Sentinel here. Right. So I installed a Sentinel agent in my virtual machine, like which I deployed here. See, the Windows is running here in my virtual box, so it's not in a cloud environment. Okay. So there are no incidents was occurred here, right? So we don't have any rule now. Okay. So as an engineer, what we are going to do? So we are going to create a rule. We're going to create a rule. So it's a scheduled rule. Okay, don't worry about that. We will discuss what is a scheduled rule, what is a fusion rule, what is an RT rule, so how we are going to use them. Okay, so I'm going to give a rule name like brute force attack. Okay. Multiple failed. Multiple failed login attempts. So we'll give a description like in less than a minute. Okay, less than a minute. So I will take it as a medium, and I will, so as I told, right, so we have a MITRE ATT&CK framework, so we can link up with that. So I'm going to, because it was a brute force, a credential thing. So it's a credential one. So credential access, I'm going to click on the brute force attack. So I selected a MITRE ATT&CK mapping here. So I'm going to create a rule now, a query now here. So to identify, so when a particular person tries 5 wrong attempts, okay, so that we get an alert here, we get an incident here. So before that, we will see whether the logs are generating or not. Okay, I have a Sentinel, I will open here. So this is the mission. So recently we have the like data here, right? So if I want to like search only for 4625, I'm going to search.
I think, brother, for that table you can take security events, I think.
We can take it. We can directly take it.
I don't think it. Oh, directly we can take. Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, you didn't have the pipe symbol. That's why I'm asking.
yes, yes.
The pipe symbol is not there before that we are. Before where the pipe symbol should be there, I think. Yeah.
Yes. So because we need to take the table.
Event.
I think the security
Yes.
event.
We need
Yeah,
to
security
take the
events
security
and,
events and
where event equal to we have to put, right?
Yes. Where event ID
Event ID contains
equal to 4625. Thank you for remembering me. Yep. So this is how we can search, right? So these are the 4625 events. We can get those logs into our machine. So now, if you see here, so when I click on the incident, okay. So there is no incident was generated here, right? So as an engineer, what should we need to do? We need to like create the rule so that whenever a person or an attacker try to log to that mission, so when he try to fail for 5 times, so it will generate a log, so it will generate an event. Okay, it will take all the logs, so with the rule which we created here, so that it will generate an incident. Okay, so we'll try to create the rule here. So from here itself we will try to build the rule. Okay, so where we are, okay. Yep, previously I done it. Okay, so I will take this rule here. Okay, so I will explain what is this and what we're going to do this in our upcoming classes. So I'm going to take this rule. Okay, I'm going to create a analytic rule here. So as an engineer, we need to create this. So once we so for every 5 minutes, loop back for 5 minutes, so automatic, so less than 0, so I need to group all the events. Okay, so I'm going to click on this here. So next, automated response. So here actually we need to create a playbook so that it will respond automatically. Okay, as of now we will create an incident. So in our upcoming classes we'll try to create the automation rules. So what the thing should happen when we identify a brute force attack if it was a successful one. Okay. So I'm going to save it. So as you've seen that previously we don't have any incidents. Okay, so there is no incident, there is no like analytic rule was activated here. So now the analytic rule was activated here. Okay, so if you see in the analytics, there is a previously it might be a 0 here, there is no 1. So now we have a brute force attack which we created here. Okay, right? So if you come and see in the incidents here, okay, previously we don't have anything here. Okay, so based upon the logs which we create, which it was generated. Okay, so now the incident was created here. So this is how a engineering role look like. So he is going to install the agent. So I install the agent in the my virtual machine, Windows machine. So in this machine, I install the agent here. So I collected the logs from this machine to my Azure Sentinel. Okay, so from here, I created a analytic rule here. With the analytic rule, I'm able to get the incident here, right? So this is what a engineering role look like. Okay. So this is what we commonly do as a detection engineer. So detection engineer is like creating all the rules. Okay, so he's going to practice the things. So with that practice, we are going to create the rule, and with the help of the rules, so we can able to make the incidents. So the SOC team who are into the L1, L2, so how they are going to get the incidents? So in the back end, the engineer is going to create all the rules and going to place the rules so that the alerts will be pop up in the SOC dashboard, who are for the L1 and L2s, they are getting the incidents by engineering help. So in the back end, the engineer is going to create the rules. Okay, so we are going to learn each and every use case. So for this is a simple one for the brute force. How should we need to do? For example, if you take a malware, okay, we need to integrate the processes as well. Okay, with the combination of different processes, we need to identify whether it was a ransomware, either it was a worm, either it was a virus, either it was a rootkit. Okay, so based upon the correlation rules which we create, so the incident will be generated. Okay, so I hope you understand also what we are going to learn in our future. Right, yes, I will share the PDF. I will share the PDF. So after this call, so I will share this PDF. So what we are going to learn. So this is like a course index and curriculum, and it has some abbreviations and everything. I'm going to share this, right? Okay. So not only this, for each rule creation, okay. So I will also share the accurate rules, like for example, for the brute force, from the starting with the brute force to impossible travels to the critical malwares, so fileless malwares, and different
Hello.
other rules as well. Yes,
Gautam, sorry to interrupting you.
no problem.
Gautam, we have types of rules like endpoint rules and SIM correlation rules and
Yes,
threat intel rules kind of thing, right? So
yes.
it will covering all the rules or it will be covering endpoint rules, how it will be, Gautam?
So yes, we are covering endpoint rules like the mission which we have seen in this. So we are going to create the firewall rules as well. So networking rules as well. So we're also looking into some application kind of rules as well. Okay, so we're going to cover each and everything, not only focusing on one endpoint. So in the
Okay.
endpoints as well, we're also covering the Linux and the workstations as well, and as well servers as well for both Windows and Linux as well.
And SIM rules, it won't cover it in this course, I think, right, Gautam?
So
I mean,
this is a
SIM
SIM rule,
correlation.
right? Yeah, we are going
Yes,
to
yes.
cover that as well. The
Okay, okay.
correlation rule. Correlation. Yes.
Got it, got it, got it. Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Yeah. Yep. So as an engineering perspective view, so whatever the things we required, so we are going to cover everything here.
Okay. Gautam, one more thing. Sorry to ask. What is
Yes.
the per day duration of the course? 1 or 2 hour? Gautam?
It's 1.5 hour.
Okay, the timing. Okay, Gautam, I'll tell you one thing. For me, I'm working in sometime in a rotation shift. Okay.
Okay.
In case the recording will be, if I get a doubt, can I have a Q&A sections with separate?
Sure, sure, sure. So what I will do is after every class, okay, I will wait for 30 minutes.
Mhm.
Okay, at least 15 minutes I will wait. So for example, if it was a from 6 to considered say 1 hour class 7:30, I will wait up to like 7:45 and 8 o'clock, where we will discuss on the question and answers. Who have the questions, so they can wait in the call. Okay,
Mhm.
so we will discuss on the Q&A.
Okay, Gautam, fine. Yeah.
Yep.
Gautam, one more doubt, extending doubt. Providing the videos also, right? Recordings also, right?
Yes,
Because
yes,
as he
yes,
said, we are working on rotational shift. So, I mean, this month I'm in afternoon. So mostly it's not possible to attend sometimes. So that's
yes, yes. Yes.
Thank you.
So we have recorded videos. We will share all the things. We will share the documentations. We will share the course materials.
Thank you, Gautam.
Everything. So everything will be available. So
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
want to ask one question. Which time will be feasible for you guys? Either afternoon sessions or morning sessions. So based upon the majority, we will schedule based upon that.
Gautam, maximum people are here rotation in the morning, evening, night. You know how the SOC
Yeah.
works.
Yes, yes.
There is soldier never off duty for us. Anytime.
Okay.
anything.
I'm working, and next month is an afternoon shift, so mostly in the evening it's not possible for me. Some people it's not possible for the morning, so
Yes.
it's not. I mean, you can understand that.
Yes, I can understand. So already into the SOC, it's a rotational shift. So some
Yeah.
guys will be morning, some others will be in the
Even Gautam, we
evenings.
can't stick
So
on weekends also. Saturday, Sunday. That time also, sometime we need to log in if the engineers is not available.
yes, 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 I knew that. Okay, so we'll do one thing. We will figure out a few timings. So whoever voted on that, so we will continue on that timing. Okay.
Sure, Gautam. Yeah.
Yep. So my shift hours is like 6 to early morning 3, and I will be available up to 8 p.m.
Gautam, one more doubt: is SOC engineering also having rotational shifts, or it's in a fixed shifts kind
No,
of
no, no.
thing?
It's a fixed shift. It's a fixed shift.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank
So
you, Gautam.
SOC
Yeah.
analyst is like who is always analyzing the logs, right? So
Yes.
whenever the incident came, he have to be the first person who is going to take care of that. So engineer
Yes.
role is like we already done that. So we already created a rule so that the incident came, right?
Yeah. Correct.
Yes. Yes.
Got it. Thank you, Gautam.
Yep. Thank you.
Gautam, sorry to ask one personal question. This is out of the box.
No problem.
Gautam, actually, I also having a 9 years of experience. If I enroll with CISM or complete CISM, okay, it might be helpful for me to get into at least a lead role with no main reason to escape from shift. That is the only one target.
Okay.
Same
So
here.
if you're done with the CISM, you can opt for the managerial level of roles, and you can also opt for the security engineer, detection engineer. So there are plenty roles with a different name. So same role but with the different names. So you can opt for that as well. So as an analyst, so it's a 24/7 job. It's a rotational shift. As an engineer, it's not a 24/7 job. Okay, it's a fixed time. So 8 hours we need to work. For example, you take an organization. Okay, take this scenario. You created all the roles. You created all the rules. Okay, you were getting the proper alerts. Okay, so you don't have the work, right? So after some time, so first 3 to 6 hours, you probably have a handful of work. So if it is already done with some other engineer, so what our work will be, so we need to fine tune the existing logs, existing rules. That's it.
Right.
Right. Yes. So
Okay.
engineering roles will be a bit easy roles. So with good amount of knowledge. So if you have a good amount of knowledge, that will be very easy. So if you know how to use the tools and the tricks, so that will be very easy. So we're going to learn all the things here, tools and tricks as well.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep.
Oh, that's fine, Gautam. Yeah, thanks for that.
Thank you. Any questions?
Yeah, hi Gautam.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, I am a fresher. I don't know anything about cyber security. Can I able to? I'm not getting anything. Whatever the questions we are hearing from the other side.
Okay.
Gautam, sorry, Gautam, I need to jump for another meeting call. Can I give a session?
Sure.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for your time. Great time.
Yep. So it will be little so you need to put some time. Okay, so even though we're discussing each and everything, what is a brute force attack, and so how the log will be look like as an engineer perspective view, how we are going to create that. So okay, so this will be helpful, but you need to put some more time on the material which I'm going to share. so that you can cope up with the guys who have the experience.
Okay, Gautam, thank you.
Thank you.
So I have a question, sir.
Yes, please.
So in your syllabus in module 11, you said that red team and blue team integration. So what exactly that? I mean, can you elaborate that?
Yes. So as a red team, what we will do actually, so we'll try to perform the attacks right. So we'll try to identify the loopholes and vulnerabilities right. As a blue team, we'll try to defend it. So for example, if in this scenario, okay, so we created a simple scenario like someone is trying to perform a different multiple login items. So that is a kind of a red team activity. So we identified that, so we will observing that event and we are going to create a correlation rule. So whenever this particular event happened the next time, so we'll get an incident, right? So likewise, so we are practicing all the red teaming way as well. For example, so if you want to create a rule on ransomware, okay, how would you do that without knowing how the ransomware behave? Okay, so likewise, we will deploy the ransomware in the machine. So we'll observe how the ransomware behaves, whatever the logs it is generating. With that rules, we'll create a rule so that we'll get an incident.
Okay.
So that's why we're going to cover the red teaming way as well. So the attacking way as well.
Okay, got it, sir.
Yep.
So, and so one more thing, sir. I have only 2 years of experience in security, so I've never done any integration till now. So, is there any prerequisite for this course? I mean, do we need to know any scripting like PowerShell or Bash?
So knowing the scripting is helpful, but
Okay.
we don't require that because we are going to learn the KQL and SPL.
Okay.
Okay. We don't require we don't require any prerequisites.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, because we are going to brush up the networking concepts and Linux concept for 1 or 2 days, so that will be helpful.
Okay.
To grab it. Yep.
Yeah, fine, sir.
Thank you.
Hi, Gautam. This
Yeah,
is
hi.
Santosh.
Yes.
So I'm looking to learn specifically SOC engineering, and specifically I'm looking to for data connectors and how to ingest the logs from on-prem like a firewalls to Sentinel, as well as third-party application through API. I mean API integration, and
Yes.
also some integration part of a Defender, Microsoft Entra ID, or some that we can. It is easily we can ingest. So, and as well as I'm looking for playbooks creation and automation. So
Yes,
I
we're
think
all we are covering everything here.
yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Santosh.
Yeah, hi Gautam.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, actually, I'm totally fresher to the cybersecurity domain.
Okay.
I have worked as an admin, as a WebSphere admin on Linux service. So,
Okay.
I'm applicable for this without having even SOC analyst knowledge also.
That is okay because the thing is you need to put some more efforts on the investigation side as well. So whatever the like books I share, whatever the materials I share, you need to practice everything so that you can cope up with the like experienced person.
Normally, how many years of experience we required for this SOC engineering?
SOC engineer is required 4+ years of experience, at least 4+.
Okay. So even any IT experience of 3.5 is not enough, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Gautam.
Thank you.
Hi Gautam.
Yeah, hi.
We are going to cover two tools, I mean Sentinel and Splunk, right?
Yes, for the
So
SIEM.
yeah, so could you please tell me how many person we are going to cover Sentinel and Splunk?
I am the only person who is going to take care of every like a concept here.
I'm sorry. I'm talking about percentage. Like how many percentage we are.
Okay, percentage.
Yeah.
Okay. So the percentage is level like, for example, if you are talking about the Sentinel, it's 50% and the Splunk is 50%. The only thing is the methodology, the process. Once you understand the process, you can implement the same thing in any SIEM solution.
Okay.
Yep.
And also just could you please differentiate like we have also another batch like Sentinel L1, L2, L3, right?
Yes.
So and which batch suitable for me, because I am already working on the Sentinel and I want to explore deeply in the Sentinel only.
Okay.
So could you please like help me to choose in between two course, like which is suitable for me?
So this course is completely suitable because we're covering. We'll start with the Sentinel, right? We're going to do with the Sentinel. So
Okay.
parallelly, we'll do the same thing with the Splunk. So we will deploy the entire infra. So in
Okay.
the same infra only, we are going to deploy the Sentinel agents and Splunk agents.
Okay.
So we'll see hand in hand. So we'll see the both things.
Okay. And after this course completion, which certification it will be easy for me, like SC 200 and 900, 500, which
So
is
you
demand?
can go for AZ 500 and SC 100.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, hi, Gautam.
Yeah, hi.
Will we also cover email security in this course, like phishing rules, policies? Like that?
Yes, because we already have the Defender and O365, right? So we're going to cover those things as well.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Any questions to anyone? Any queries?
Yeah, one more question.
Sure.
Can we consider like the SOC engineer is generally considered as a higher level role than SOC analyst?
Yes, obviously, SOC analyst
Definitely,
is a
right?
different role. Yes, and SOC engineer is a completely different role. So SOC analyst is like who is going to investigate the alert. That's it. So SOC engineer is who is going to create that alert. So create in the sense he is not going to act like an attacker and creating that. So who is going to create the correlation rule. Okay, the rule so that it create an alert in a SIM dashboard where the SOC analyst will going to investigate that. So which we done previously, right? Likewise, we are going to create
Yeah.
the rules. Yep.
So admin also doing this similar kind of thing, right?
Admin is different actually. So admin is going to take care of the user logins. For example, if you have a Splunk, considered you have a Splunk or a
Okay.
Sentinel, you have there is a new joinee came into the organization. So he
Okay.
required the access. Okay. So admin is going to take care of the access.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
Hi,
thank you.
Gautam.
Yeah,
This
hi.
is Praneeth. So, what is the exact difference between the detection engineer and a SOC engineer?
So there is no difference between the detection engineer and the SOC engineer role. So the only one thing is the detection engineer only focus on the particular rule creation only. So he is not going to work on the different other aspects. So as a SOC engineer, we are going to work on the entire SOC environment. So in the SOC, as I told that we have a SIEM, EDR. So we have a vulnerability management. So we have a email security. So we are going to take care of everything. We are going to create an implementation, so design and implementation of all the things.
Okay. So,
Yep.
detection engineers is just a part of the SOC
SOC
engineer.
engineer. Yes,
Yeah,
SOC engineer.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. So any more questions?
So far it's good. I mean, the syllabus looks really good, but my only concern is timing, sir. So for next month, I will be in afternoon shift. So it would be great if you take class in morning or night.
Yep. For that, because there are people who are already in shifts, right? So that's why I will conduct some polling. So based upon that, so we will adjust the classes.
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds good, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Shravan.
So anyways, recordings will be shared, right?
Yes. Anyways, recording will be shared. So who have the like doubts, they can go through the recordings. So I will wait for half an hour. We will discuss there. It's not like a half an hour if it extend. So that it will be okay for me. Okay. So we will discuss each and every question for everyone. So don't worry about that.
Yes, yes,
Yep.
exactly. So
Yes.
yeah, if there is any class today, if I missed it, and if I am learning later, so if I have any question in that class, I can discuss with you in the another moment.
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
Okay, thank you. Thanks very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
And every day is 1.5 hours class, and right?
Yes.
So in how many days the duration?
It's a 60 days.
Okay, 60. Okay.
Any questions? Any doubts?
Yeah, thanks, Gautam. I'm dropping off the call. I have another one.
Sure. Sure.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gautam. Me also dropping the call. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, everyone. So if we don't have any doubts and queries, we can drop off. So who have doubts and queries, they can stay here.
Sir, I have one more doubt. In that
Sure.
SORA, we can use AI agent also. Hello.
Yes. 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 For
In
XOR, well,
automation role,
yes.
XOR we can using AI agent also.
Yes.
Nowadays, most of the company using AI agent.
Yes. Yes, we're also using the AI agents. I will
Okay, thank you.
also guide you how to like develop AI agents for L1 and L2 roles.
Okay, thank you,
Yep.
sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Sachin. So any questions?
Yeah, Gautam.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I had no experience in cybersecurity. If I'm going to join this course, means can I able to get the job opportunities as a
Surely.
fresher?
As a fresher, yes, surely, because so once you have this amount of knowledge, okay, so you can opt for L1, you can opt for L2. So obviously, yes. So it depends upon like whatever the other certifications you do. So with this help of this knowledge, so that will be helpful for you. So do you have any gap between or
Previously, I worked in a Kia company which is located in Anantapur as a sales department, as a PhD.
okay.
So around 3 years of experience I had.
Mm-hmm.
But in a previous, you told 4 years of experience you need as a SOC engineer.
Yes. So
That's
probably
why.
companies will ask like that, but so you can opt for SOC L1 or L2. So L2 is okay, and L3 roles also. So you can opt for that. You can take L3 roles as well. So it depends upon the interview process and depends upon the organization.
Yeah, okay. Finally, we will get the job opportunities.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Gautam.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Ramya from Chennai.
Yeah, Ramya.
So I have worked as an identity access management team player and as well as only 6 months of a SOC experience when I
Okay.
left my job. So it's been so overall experience is 5 and I have exactly 9 years of career break because of my child and family thing. And
Okay.
now I want to join the workforce and I attend your demo for all the time and I just have a doubt whether is there any possibility for me to upskill in the same profile and the employability opportunity in future.
Yes, there is a huge employment opportunity in the cybersecurity, probably mainly in the SOC side. So,
Mhm.
so always there is an opportunity.
Okay, so because wherever I go, they say like 9 years, 9 years is a big gap. So joining, I just thought of joining any semi-voice or even a basic support team and all, but everything is being rejected with the same 9 years gap as a bigger one. And 2 years ago, with a one-on-one session, I just got a little glimpse about the SOC profile and I have upskilled it, but I haven't done any global certification. So is there
Okay.
a big backlog, something like that, for me
Yeah.
to stand out with my resume?
It will not like a backlog. So if you've done some global certifications like AZ 500 or SC 100, those kind of certifications will help you for further. So once you are done with this like course, certification is also matters in here. So that will also help you to like get into the job. So the only one thing in the cybersecurity is like so few companies look all the things. So once you are like convince the HR, the everything will be
Mhm.
common. So only the convincing the HR is only the point where so we need to look for. So there's a Deloitte is a company where you can look for because Deloitte have a policy for the
Mm.
so have the
Return on.
women employees the return so who want to start with their career. So there
Okay.
are so many companies who will encourage the like
Mhm.
these kind of scenarios.
Okay, okay.
Yep.
And one last question. So, one of my colleague, he just uh, gave a suggestion like to have a Google Drive link or something which has the mini project done like that. So so it can showcase the effort taken by that particular candidate instead of a plain resume. So if it is in a programming thing, any other, then we can do. But for the cybersecurity, especially for the SOC, is there anything we can create or we can have handy to show the interviewer that I have done and these things can be done? Is there anything mini project can be done?
Yes, you can do a lot of things. For example, playbooks. So you can create the playbooks and you can post and you can also like showcase your work on the LinkedIn and you can also create the simple labs so that will be
Mm-hmm.
helpful. So you can showcase a kind of way. So there is a lot of ways you can showcase. So this is one way you can showcase your work.
Okay, 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 understand. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Sorry, I'm just in the middle of a road picking up my husband.
No
So I was
problem, no
waiting.
problem.
Thank you. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. So we have any other doubts, any queries? Anyone have any?
Yeah, hello Gautam.
Yes.
Like placement will be provided by you or like we have to apply ourselves like
No, so that is not up to me.
uh,
Okay.
okay, ourselves we have to find out. Like I'm right now working as a SOC analyst.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Okay.
that's the reason.
Got it. So placement side, so that is a different thing. So that is not taken by me. I will not take care of that actually. So you can connect with the Lokesh Garu. So who is the group admin? He can assist you on that.
Okay.
Okay. So any other questions we have? So if we don't have any other questions, we can leave.
It's a 3-month course, right?
It's a 60 days. Yes.
Oh, okay, Gautam. Thank you.
So leaving
No.
Saturday and Sunday, it will take 60 days.
Okay, Gautam. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Hello. Shivraj Garu, do you have any other questions or shall we leave? Hello.